Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I have my September 2019 favorites to share with you. Now I will say I don't have a lot from this month since I didn't craft a whole ton. I had a vacation, we had the hurricane evacuation earlier this month, so things were hectic. September was a really good month and I had fun doing the crafting I did get to. So I'm just going to get started. One of the things I used a lot this month was washi tape. Now these are two of my favorite fall inspired washi tapes. So the large roll on the over on this side is from Scotch, and I apologize, there's a bit of glare because it is a metallic, so it's like a bronze metallic, and it's one of those wide washi tapes. And then over here we have this leaf design, which is actually from Target. Now I will say, Target washi tape is generally inexpensive. Usually it's $1 for 2, or sometimes they do bigger packs for $3. But you have to be careful because it's not the best. I have some rolls that work really, really well, this being one of them, and then I have some rolls that rip before you even get a whole way around. So be cautious of that when you're buying cheaper craft items. Places like Walmart and Target do go on the cheaper end of those stylized items. So be on the lookout for that. Another thing I loved doing this month was some Happy Mail. I sent some Happy Mail to some friends. Some have received it already, some haven't, so be on the lookout. Some of you special ladies. But I really had fun making those things and sending those out, and just cards in general. I've been sending a ton of cards lately, and I count those as Happy Mail because, you know, sometimes just a card to brighten someone's day is the best thing to do and can really impact someone. So go send out a card to a loved one, family or friend, crafty friend. Surprise somebody with some snail mail, and it'll be fun. Another thing I've really loved, which is non-crafty but still important, is my planner. I picked this up a couple months ago, but I haven't had time to sit down and fill it out with all of my yearly things. I tend to buy academic calendars versus a yearly calendar because I tend to work more so, since my school brain's still on, for my academic calendar, so from August all the way through the summer. So this starts in the fall, always get a new one. And this one's by Clementine Paper Ink. I believe they sell this at TJ Maxx and Home Goods, but I believe it can also be found on Amazon. And everything I'll have linked down below in case you guys are interested in seeing what they look like. But for example, each month has an opening section that has things like goals and dates, important dates, birthdays, that kind of thing. And then you have the full month blocked out. And I apologize, the lighting's really bright, but you have a whole grid month with some notes on the side. And then the weekly spreads are nice. So it's Monday through Thursday on one side, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and notes on the other. So I think it's really versatile because it does give you a lot of room to write down notes. And I tend to break up mine into sections of what's happening for the day, so a schedule and then a to-do list. And then this one also has some stuff in the back, some room for extra notes. And then on the front, there's also the full year and some contact sheets. Now, I like 8.5 by 11 planners. I know a lot of people like smaller planners, but I prefer 8.5 by 11. Otherwise, I can't write as large as I want to because I like to write really large. But as you guys know, I also have a bullet journal. So this is my work and my deadline planner, whereas my bullet journal is more of a generic planner where I put in loose dates or lists. So that's really the main difference between my bullet journal and my planner. Next up, a crafty item, twine. I don't know what it is, but twine is very fall to me. I have no idea where I get all of my twine from. I know a lot of it, especially these loose ones, like this one I'm unknotting currently, that's somehow got into a knot, was from a package someone sent me, so I usually keep those. I find them very, very useful and helpful. I know like Target also sells twine in the dollar spot. And you know, you can get cheaper twines at Michael's and Joann's, but I just like the multicolored ones. But I also have some that aren't multicolored, just wrapping this up. But my favorites currently are the black and white and then the orange ones that I have for Halloween. But those are being used for a project right now, so I don't have them out. But I love twine for fall. And then next up, another crafty favorite, this adorable MFT owl stamp set. Now this one's called For All You Do. Owl you do, get it, it's a pun. But they have several owl stamp sets out now, like so many, and I think owls are so cute, but I really like how funny these owls are. I just think they're so quirky compared to other owl stamp sets I've seen. There we go, less glare. And there are some puns up here, really, really funny. They're not all perfectly lined up because I've used some, but for a friend that's a hoot and a half, that's precious. Happy birthday to who? Happy birthday to you. These are cute, and I did get to use them on 2 cards, and I'm hoping to use them a bunch more. As I talked about in my October kit video, I have another MFT stamp set in that kit as well because I haven't had a chance to make a lot of cards, but I really, really want to make some more. So hopefully I'll be able to use some more of these beautiful stamp sets I've purchased soon. Next up, a smaller item that I've been loving using. Another thing that I associate with fall are wood veneer pieces. Now I just have a few to share with you because I have so many, but I just love how dainty they are without being too bulky. So like this one says darling, we have a butterfly, we have a feather. I don't know if I'll be able to hold all of these. There's flowers, there's stars, there's hearts, there's just so many. And I really, really love how precious they are, and I love how small they can be. Like those are so small, and these are some of my bigger ones, and I'm still dropping them. But I really, really love using wood veneer on nature layouts, outdoor layouts, camping layouts, fall layouts. It's just got that homey vibe. The wood grain really helps bring in that fall cozy feel, so I've been loving using those during my September kit. Now something I've teased, I think on Instagram, as you guys might know, we just celebrated our 5-year anniversary, me and my boyfriend, so I got a new gift, a new toy for my scrap room, something that I've been wanting but was hesitant to buy. I didn't want to buy a brand new one. I wanted to buy something that was used. I wanted to buy one pretty cheap and sort of, you know, enhance my scrapbooking skills. So you might be able to guess what it is. But I got a beautiful vintage typewriter. It's heavy, but I'll take the case off to show you. Oh my god, it's heavy. I haven't bought tape for it yet. The tape that's in it's currently pretty dull, so I'm definitely going to have to buy some more. Let me take the lid off here and show you this. So this is a Smith Corona, or an SCM, and it's the Corsair Deluxe. Now, I'm not sure what color this was originally. It's got a little bit of yellowing. I've cleaned off quite a bit of the dust, but it's still, again, old. And I think when I looked this up, it's quite old, but it does have a couple of issues, but it is the perfect color. I love this color. I think the only change I'd make is that it's so dirty. But we went to some antique shops and I found this one. Some of the keys are starting to be worn. And I still don't know how to do the number 1, but I figured it's just a lowercase l. If anyone can confirm that, please let me know. But you can kind of see the wear and tear here. But it's a beautiful color. It works pretty well, even though the ink's kind of dry. And I do have to buy some more tapes for it, and if you guys have any recommendations for where you get your tapes, I would love to know, but it works pretty well. And this is a manual typewriter, which is something I'd prefer over an electronic one or an automatic one, but I really, really like it. I like that it doesn't have to be plugged in. I like that it just can sit here on my desk, look pretty, but I do keep the lid on it very often, and I can also stack things on top of it. But the color is beautiful. It's exactly what I was looking for. And it was only like $20, I think, because they were having a sale that day, which I was really lucky to have found it. But I'm really excited. And if you guys have this one, the Corsair Deluxe, let me know as well. I'd love your tips and tricks. All of the keys do work, although some of them do get stuck. That's just the charm of a typewriter, but I think it'll be really fun to have this to use on project life cards, on layouts, just for journaling in general. I really love the font of this one as well. I know most of the fonts are pretty much the same, but I really like the typewriter font that you have on Microsoft Word, so I definitely like the one that's on a real typewriter. Other than that, I only have 2 more things for my favorites list, and then we'll dive into the other categories that we usually talk about. On Instagram, I follow a lovely, lovely account called mellow.doodles, so mellow and then a period and then the word doodles. And I'll try to have it linked down below, but I love her illustrations. I love all of the messages she sends. She just recently did making 3 goals for the last 90 days of 2019, so that was probably a couple of weeks ago by this time that this comes out, but I filled that out and put it on my Instagram stories, so some of you might have seen that. Definitely go give her a follow if you like that type of illustration and design, and she does some funny things as well. But I really, really enjoy her work, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Lastly on my favorites list was something that I never thought I would end up doing, at least this year, and that's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Sam and I got to go on a happenstance. We did a little Disney trip for our 5-year anniversary, so we stayed there at a Disney hotel. and we went to the parks, we did all that stuff, and we just happened to get tickets for it, and we did it, and it was so much fun. We didn't dress up because we didn't know we were going when we went, left that morning, but we ended up going. We got tons of candy. We did tons of rides. Guys, Space Mountain in the dark is the funnest and scariest thing you'll ever do. Anyone who's been on it will know Space Mountain in the dark is so cool. And then we also did, a bunch of rides. We saw a bunch of characters, didn't meet any characters, but I'll try to insert some of our cool photo ops here in this video so you guys can see them. There were so many cool photo ops, and we tried to get them all because as annual pass holders we get those photos for free included with our pass, so we definitely wanted to get those if we could. But that was really, really fun, and like I said, we got a ton of candy, which we're still eating, but it was definitely worth it, and I think it is just an amazing thing. If you guys have kids, I think it's really fun if you can stay up that late. We did not stay the whole time. I think it went till midnight, but we had actually rope dropped the park that morning, so it was a long day. But that's it for my favorites. So now we're going to move on to the empties of the month. I did actually share these in my Kill a Kit video as well, but I did remember to share them here. One empty, this jelly bean soup hearty hodgepodge labels. So all of these are now gone. This is a pretty old sticker sheet from 2016. I finally used the last one on a Happy Mail piece, so this will be going into the recycling. And 2 enamel dot sheets. I also finished these on Happy Mail that I created. So this one's Whimsy stamps, and then this one was Echo Park enamel dots. I know they're hard to see, but that's what I used. And a new feature I wanted to implement in these videos that I thought would be fun is sharing something new that I'm excited to use. Now, I did not do hardly any shopping in the month of September or the month before that, really. I just haven't been in the mood to spend money on things. But I did buy one thing at Hobby Lobby recently since we went to look during the clearance sale. I desperately looked for the Copics on clearance and did not find any. But I did find this. Now, this is just some of their, they call it decorative tape, but it's like a washi tape. Originally $6 on clearance for 60 cents. But what I didn't realize when I bought it is that it is scratch and sniff and smells like cupcakes. Are you kidding me? This is the cutest birthday washi. So you see here it's got cupcakes, and then there's the sentiment ribbon there that you can use. It says happy birthday babe all over it, which I think is cute for my friends' cards and stuff like that. But scratch and sniff? I've never even heard of washi tape being scratch and sniff, and I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. But I'll be using this on some birthday cards soon, I hope. But that's something new that I'm excited to use, and one of the only, I think, 2 or 3 things I bought throughout the month of September. But I hope you guys enjoyed this favorites video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you're most excited for me to keep using or to use, like my typewriter. Still trying to clean it out, still trying to buy new tape for it. But I'm so excited to have it, and I'm really glad that we found one that I loved, and I'm really excited to use it. So let me know if you guys have a typewriter of your own and what brand it is and all the fun details. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!